Alright guys, so we got it working. It was a bit of a brain lapse on my part. Um, it's been a while since I set this up. So if we look at the mod for this, if we go into mods, settings, mod settings, and you look at bulk rail loader, you can set it to either be or in plates, or any. And I guess that's for kind of realism's sake. And this was set for just ore, so the only thing that it would drop was the ore. It wasn't set for plates, what have you. I set it to any, and the reason I set it to any is because apparently bricks are not considered plates, which makes sense, but it won't transfer them. It has to be set to any. So there we go. They are all working now. So we got that good to go. We got a train coming here. And that should probably be that's going to be the last. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll come one more time. You can see these guys over here are already completely filled. So these trains aren't going anywhere. We got bricks and we got steel plates still coming in. If we go down here, you'll see I got it all cooking along real nice. I changed everything down here over to red belts, except for the long distance undergrounds. Those are still the blues, but everything else is changed over to red belts and red splitters and red undergrounds. Runs a little bit faster, what have you. The only thing we got left to fill up, and it's still cooking along, is our steel plates and our bricks. They're still coming in, but the iron and the copper are all full up. We're good to go on that. So I set up down here. We got we're getting our coal, we're getting our iron ore. I did go down and grab that other patch. Over here we got copper. We got another iron ore patch. We got stone. So we got two iron ore patches that we're pulling from. Now we've already pulled a million point one out of this one, because it was 5.5 before, if memory serves. So it's all cooking along pretty good. So this episode, I thought we would do a bit of housekeeping. Is kind of my plan. I know I got to put roboports and stuff into this. We're not making roboports yet. So let's go up here and look. And this is kind of my thought process for this episode. Is we've got these power plants, and this one is fine, generally speaking, but these two are in the way of my bus. I'm trying to keep this. Ooh, we're missing a couple of belts there. Oh, yeah, and I know why. So we're trying to keep this to 4s, right? This is the one we want. There it is. There. Okay. So 4, 4, 4. For the green circuits, we're also going to do 4. Because I know we need a lot of green circuits later on. So we're going to do 4 of each of these. The problem with that is I'm going to need to move this stone and this brick to do that. And these power plants here are in the way to do that. So we're going to be moving these 2 plants, and we're going to move them down here so they're more out of the way. Eventually they're probably going to go away anyway. We're going to go nuclear. But since we're going to move those, we'll move these 2 down over here. And then the other thing we want to do is we have this one green circuit plant here. I'm going to put a second one next to it, and then next to that we're going to put our red circuits. But the problem with that is to fit these. I measured it, and this needs to move over a little bit so that we can get 2 of them side by side. So we're going to move this over, which is why I disconnected down here already. And then we're going to put a second one beside it, and then we're going to put a red circuit plant here. So let's go ahead and do that first. We're going to go ahead and disconnect this, or it's already disconnected. We're just going to pick it up. Now I'm going to go through and pick up all of the stuff that's going to put anything down first. And then we can go through and pick everything else up afterwards, I guess. Well, we'll get it all cleaned up here. I'm not using the bots to do this because, again, we're still on nanobots. So rather than waste them on just, you know, picking this stuff up, we'll just do it by hand. It's all right here local. Won't take us much to do it. Now, we will use the bots to put the new stuff down, just because it's easier. Alright, there we go. So now, let's find this one. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Like I said, we want to put this over as far as we can. Now we got that balancer there, so we're going to kind of scooch it some. What the hell? We'll make do. So we'll plop her down there, and we'll let our guys go to town. Of course, eventually this is going to get ripped out too, but we'll deal with that later, maybe, or it may stay there. Who knows? I mean, the only reason I'm moving this is just because of room. So otherwise it would have continued to stay there. Now eventually we're going to have to upgrade these assemblers to blues and upgrade our belts and what have you, but for right now it's supplying us everything we need. I'm just, with putting in a second one, I'm just doing it, we don't need it right now. I'm doing it for future proofing purposes, because I know down the road we're going to need a lot more green circuits. So rather than kind of trying to have to shoehorn it in somewhere later and move things around later, my thinking was just, you know, get it put down now, get them side by side, get them set up, and then we can deal with it. Alright, so right, and we know the inside ones are iron, these two, and the outside ones are copper. So I guess we could come up this side and over, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to come right out of this side. These are going to go away because they're going to feed at a different location. Alright, so there's that, and then one there, right? Alright. Come on, get off the belt. There we go. So there's that. So now we're going to need, hi baby. These, and might as well grab a little bit more of that, grab a little more of that. Alright, there we go, there's that. So then we're going to want and that, right? Okay, there we go. And then these are going to come down. And that's all the further we'll take them for now, because we have to move that line of stone and that line of brick out of our way, which means we need to move our power plant. But there we go, that's running. So now we want to do that a second time. Of course, this time we're going to have to go pick up a bunch of stuff. How's that? Does that line up right there? That lines up right there. Let's bring it over as far as we can. I'm going to regret doing that, giving it the one space, but we're going to give it the one space. Alright, so we need to go get some more supplies. I don't think we need any blues or any reds, but we're going to grab them in case. go. That should be everything we need for both of those. There we go. Alright, so now we can hook these in. And copper, 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 steel, or iron, iron. Now, obviously, we're going to have to put balancers on our bus, and we will do that. Alright, so that's good. That all fits. Outstanding. Alright, so now, here's what I'm saying. I'm going to have to move these two lines. Because of where they are in the interim. We'll leave the belts there because they're okay. That's about all we can fit in all of these, I think. Yep. Alright, so everything else is going to go in chest for now. I kind of organized this a little bit, but this new stuff, we're just going to dump it for right this second, get it out of our way. Alright, there we go. Alright, cool beans. Okay. Right. Alright, there we go. There's that. And that's hooked back up. Now we got to bring our stone and our brick down, which means we need to move our plant. Those can go away. We're going to keep the we're gonna dump the belts because we are using red belts for our plant now, so dump all the yellows. We really don't need that many because we're going to be using the ones that are in the plant. We can dump those. We can probably dump those. Alright, there we go. That's probably good enough. So we're going to do this one plant at a time, I think. Just to prevent us from having any sudden outages. I'm going to back that all the way up to there, get it out of our way. Now we're going to want to do this as quickly as we can because it is going to cause us to go into a brownout condition on our power. Alright, there we go. So now we'll relocate that. We got a bunch of radar to put in anyway that we need to get around to doing. Now hopefully that hasn't isolated a bunch of stuff. Hopefully we've got enough cross feeds now that we can not have to worry about it. Is that going to fit? Yep. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. There we go. Now we're hooked that one's hooked back into the grid. Now we're going to do the same with the other one. All right. We may have to move that. Yeah, we're going to have to move that up some. Oh well. Hopefully it won't take us too long. There we go. There. Right. Okay, so now we need some pipe. right? Right. Okay. So now one there, one there, one there. Hooks those two together. Now they are only hooked into that. Let us bring this over just to be safe. Alright, so that should all be hooked in together now. Right? That goes all the way up and around. That goes all the way down and around. Alright, good. Now with our load, you can see how fast it is burning through this coal. So we are at the point where we're going to start having a look at solar or nuclear. So let us move this. And I don't know why I didn't just do this. Before I got rid of these, but I didn't. I don't know if I mentioned why I have this accumulator bank, but it's basically to take up the surges on power for when the lasers fire. This is when we get biters and spitters come in and the lasers fire. You know, it's a sudden drain on the system. So by having the bank here, we can be prepared for those little peaks. Alright, so we are going to shut this plant down and move it. This one is not as critical to move, but we're moving the other one. We might as well move this one. We'll just move it down here. Where is our pump? There's our pump. Damn it. It beat me to it. Alright, what did I build a pump? There it is. Alright, there we go. Okay. Alright, there it is. And we'll drop that right here. Get out of here before it traps us in the middle. Really? You guys can't reach those? There it is. Alright. So now that's moved. So now, let us go over here and finish what we need to finish. First, we're going to need yellow belts, because all of this is yellow right now. So we don't want to make it weird. Right? Right. Okay, there we go. Alright, so there's 4. So then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Is that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll pick that up in a minute. There, now we can pick up those. Okay, so there's that. Now, I don't think I need 4 rows of bricks. I only really need 2. I think is all I really need. So let's do this. Oops. And then let's just bring out two, because then we can do the other 2 in stone. Stop. And then for right now, that will give us our stone. And that will give us our brick. Do. Now we just got to run these down here. And I think we only need one line of stone. We can use that other line for probably coal or something. Dump that. Right, okay. Okay, so now we just need to bring up that. And that. Alright, we're all hooked back up. So now we got everything in. Right? We got our plant moved. We got our second set of now I went and grabbed a blueprint for making red circuits, and it should fit right there. Yes, it will. Alright, we're just gonna have to move our coal over a little bit. That's pretty minor. Oops. Okay, we'll just let that run out. Alright, we're not going to wait all day for it. Alright, there we go. Right, so there's our coal. Now we're just going to put this blueprint down. And it should fit right there. And make sure that it all fit properly. Oh, we got some landfill we're gonna have to put in right up here. That's okay. Landfill is easy. So there it is, guys. We got it going. We'll get that put in, and then that'll start making us red circuits. We can get rid of the yellows because those are all reds in that blueprint. So we might as well just grab the reds. Oh, we didn't hook our coal back up. Good thing we noticed. See, we're running out. Otherwise our power plant would have died. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we got a couple of poles in the way here. Minor stuff. There we go. Alright, so this sucker's beaconed and stuff, but we don't have the beacons right now, but that's okay. We'll just get the basics of it set up. And again, this is another blueprint from the blueprint page. It's kind of what we've been grabbing. And this is another one where it's really nice. They have put in the combinators down here so that you know what the hell your inputs are supposed to be. Alright, so that takes a couple of some substations. I think I have a couple over here. We're going to throw them in just to connect the circuit. We'll turn off our bots. Yeah, we've got a few. What I'll do is I'll put the couple down that we need to connect the circuit across, and then we'll put then I'll turn the bots back on and let the bots do the rest of them. As they choose. There we go. All right. So it looks like we're going to be shy a couple, but that's fine. All right, so there it is, guys. That's going to be our red circuits. Obviously, we got some stuff to bring over because it requires plastic, and it requires copper, and it requires green circuits. So we're going to have to bring a few things in to get it up and running. We're going to have to get our factories and our inserters and stuff. But you guys got the gist of it. That's where that's going to go. So we're getting there. All right. I will talk at you later. All right. Bye.